Alright guys, so I've been trying to find a weapon that's been going under the radar for a while that no one's really talking about, and I decided to use the M17 Fast Talker. If you guys don't know what that is a stasis frame 900 rounds per minute submachine gun that you get from playing Renegade. You can get it while doing Lost Frontiers and Invasions. Sometimes you can get it from giving your Dark Nuggets to your vendor of choice. But I've been playing with this weapon and I never really liked it until recently. And I'm going to show you guys why I've switched my mind on this weapon, and I'm going to give you guys a god roll for both mouse and keyboard and controller. We're going to start from mouse and keyboard first. So this is already pretty gnarly. I have it at maxed out range. It has 44 range just off the base perks alone, and I'm going to go over that right now. We have hammer forge rifling. You could go with full bore, but that is dropping down your stability and handling, so I did not do that. I went for hammer forge rifling, which gives me a 12 range, and then I went for projection fuse, which gives me another 12 range. I have an enhanced range masterwork and an enhanced range mod on my weapon, so already sitting pretty nasty at 44 range. Now, you don't really have to go higher than this, but of course, I want to overkill my weapon. Mouse and keyboard, it's a little bit easier to control your recoil direction with your submachine guns. At least I would like to believe it is, because I get beamed on mouse and keyboard a lot. So I do have delicate tuning, which gives me another 12 range at the beginning of my fights. With 50% or less, I get extra 12 range, and I get more handling, and I get more accuracy cone. Well, I get less accuracy cone. So that means my weapon is going to be more stable, and I have a longer range to shoot, right? And on mouse and keyboard, I did go for target lock, so I can stay on target. Target lock gives me extra damage. You can sub out target lock for something like sword logic or kill clip, or even tap the trigger for more stability, or even master of arms. And we're going to talk about master of arms a little bit later, but for right now I'm going to talk about target lock, because I believe that this is the perfect god roll for this weapon. Now when you use target lock on your 900 rounds per minute submachine guns, it drops the TTK down to a 0.67, but you guys do have to remember that these blaster weapons do around a extra 2 to 5% more damage in PvP. We do have overclock tuning, which gives us another 2% damage in PvP as well. So this is probably really good. You could probably max this out with weapon stat to do even more damage. I have not tested that out yet, but I'm assuming overclock with target lock and probably around 180 weapon stat could get a faster TTK than just a regular 900 with target lock on it. Now for controller, I have basically the exact opposite, coming in with 81 stability. Now, the reason why I wanted more stability, because this is the exact roll I have on my account that I've been using, and it's doing phenomenal. So I have it with chamber compensator, which gives me 11 stability and 10 recoil direction at the end of -4 handling. You won't really notice it that much because for me personally, I'm using peacekeepers, so I get more handling anyway, but I don't really like negatives on my weapons. But we do have tactical heat sink, which gives us 6 range and 6 stability with 10 reload speed. And then we do have dynamic sway reduction, which is giving us a butt ton of stability at the beginning of our gunfights. Hopefully we hit that first shot. If we don't hit that first shot before the other guy does, we kind of lose, because this weapon takes a butt ton of flinch for some reason. But dynamic sway does help. If you hit your first shot, you get on target. Dynamic sway helps a lot. And because I'm using this weapon in 6s, I do have it with Master of Arms. Now, a lot of people did not like the fact that I preferred Master of Arms over a lot of damage perks, especially because they like headstone. Let me explain to you why I'm using Master of Arms on this weapon. I am partnering this weapon with the Marlet. Now, it would be better if I had a pulse rifle or a long range weapon with Master of Arms on it, so I could be constantly chaining Master of Arms skills. And if I find something like that, I will make a video on it, but I'm not looking through my vault right now because I'm not even playing Destiny that much right now. But I get my kill with my Marlet, I switch to my submachine gun with peacekeepers. The peacekeeper submachine gun is doing a ton of damage, because when you get multiple hits with peacekeepers on the submachine gun, it chains damage. Master of Arms is already doing about 15% more damage, which drops the TTK down to probably a 773 area, right? 0.73. Now, when I get Master of Arms times 2, which is probably only, I believe, only 4 seconds with 25%, that TTK drops down to a 0.6. That is really, really fast. I believe that's probably the, I don't know, third fastest time to kill in the game currently. So I swapped to my pulse rifle so I could reload my submachine gun. The way that works is because Peacekeepers got a new buff where once you swap your weapons, you get a reload. So that's what I usually do in Crucible. And as you can see, you're like, well, this doesn't work in 3s. You could definitely go for target lock for 3s, but Master of Arms in 6s is definitely the way to go on controller. You could even go for sword logic, but sword logic kind of stays at that 0.5. So, I mean, it's kind of basically a baby version of Master of Arms. But that's what I got for PvP. Now, in PvE, you do have attrition orbs and target lock. And this is probably the best role that you could get for PvE because this is a really, really nasty weapon for super regeneration. There's probably gameplay in the background right now of Crucible, but I'm just going to put it in PvE mode for one quick second. This is me getting my super back as fast as I possibly can with this submachine gun. And that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm going to let the rest of the PvP gameplay play out. I love you guys, and I hope you guys have a great day. Peace out.
Now you're fighting with heart, Guardian. Zone B lost. Power play. Enemy has your zone. Your enemy can't kill if they're dead. Have advantage. Zone A lost. Enemy has advantage. Zone A captured. You have zone advantage. Zone C lost. Enemy has zone advantage. You captured Zone B. You have zone advantage. Fought like a titan of the first pillar. 5 minutes remain. A strong start. Fight on. They have advantage. Zone C captured. You have zone advantage.